Newsday continues here on One News Now. I'm Riza Diaz. The mayor of Ukraine capital Kyiv says dozens of people were left wounded after an overnight of fighting in the city. At least 35 people have been injured, including 2 children, according to Kyiv Mayor Vitaly Klitschko. He added that there were no Russian troops currently in the capital, but subversive groups were active. Ukraine President Vladimir Zelensky asserted that they are not surrendering, contrary to claims on social media. He also urged residents not to believe in fake information and reminded them that they will continue to defend Ukraine. Now, a former envoy to Russia says it's going to take more than economic sanctions for Russian President Vladimir Putin to back down. Mobile journalist Pam Vasquez has the report.
As a host of Western countries roll out harsh economic sanctions against Russia, hopes are high that these will make President Vladimir Putin back down. But former Philippine ambassador to Russia Carlos Sureta says they won't, given Moscow's history and capability.
I'm sure President Putin anticipated all this. President Putin has refashioned Russia's economy to be more reliant on itself and on dependable partners. In terms of financing, Russia.
Most of the sanctions involve Russian banks, companies, and wealthy individuals, some of whom are said to have ties to Putin. But Ambassador Sureta says ultimately, it's Europe who will pay the price, given it gets a third of its natural gas from Russia. He also says timing the invasion of Ukraine after winter could have been strategic.
Not attacking during the height of winter might be deliberate on Russia's part. This way, there is time between now and the next winter, perhaps to find a diplomatic solution.
Meanwhile, the Overseas Workers Welfare Association or OWA is continuing to evacuate Filipinos from Kiev. So far, nearly 60 Filipinos have been moved to Poland. But OWA says more than 100 Filipinos have decided to stay put in Ukraine despite the danger.
Malaki-laki pa rin ang bilang ni Cheryl ng mga OFWs, overseas Filipinos, na ang kapasyahan ay manatili muna doon. Of course, patuloy ang pagkumbinsi sa kanila. Merong free flights, free plane tickets na ino-offer ang Philippine Embassy sa Warsaw.
Kakdak says they haven't run into any issues transporting the OFWs out of Kiev. Ukraine has closed its airspace to commercial flights, which means only special diplomatic or military flights can evacuate people. Mobile journalist Pamela Vasquez, We Are One News.
We'll be back with more stories after the break. Keep it here on One News. You're still watching One News Now. I'm Riza Diaz. Journalists share their story on what transpired during the 1986 EDSA People Power Revolution. F. Del Mundo with the details.
36 years have passed since the EDSA People Power Revolution. It was considered a peaceful transition of power, a miracle even after the 20 years that former President Ferdinand Marcos held onto his office. Former Manila Times reporter Manny Mogato and now the Signal section editor vividly remembers what took place in EDSA 1 when he was just 23 years old.
Mahirap lang kasi wala naman kaming sasakyan. No, ang mga sasakyan nasa photographer ng Manila Times. So talagang lalakad kasi daming tao Between Krami and Aguinaldo, lalakad ka hanggang Cubao, doon pala makasakay. Pupunta ka sa sa isang sari-sari store o kaya sa isang payphone. Tawag mo yung story mo.
Mogato admits that they were also nervous while covering the historic moment.
Hindi lang ano mangyayari, kasi si Marcos pinadala yung Marines dun sa EDSA, galing sa Fort Bonifacio. Tapos yung mga kanyon ng army nakaumang na sa Krami at sa Aguinaldo. So lahat kami ninenervyos. Kung nasa gitna ako ng maraming tao, nagkagulo, paano ka tatakbo? Paano ka aalis?
Despite hardships, it was fulfilling for them to see the people united against the dictator.
Magsama-sama yung mga tao from all walks of life. May mayaman doon, middle class, mga mahirap. Sama-sama doon sa EDSA. Almost 20 years na kinikimkim ng tao yung emosyon nila.
Manila Times chief photographer Pete Reyes meanwhile said that he still remembers every story on each photo he took during EDSA 1.
Nakita ko na lang, merong bumababa sa helicopter, may mga daladalang mga nakasakong mga baril. Nakuha ko ng picture, hindi ko alam, scoop ko na pala yun.
Reyes added that it was a struggle to carry 5 heavy cameras that were limited to only 36 shots per film. He also recalled climbing up a tank to take a picture.
Sabi ni Tadyer, paandari na yung tangke. Nung mandari yung tangke, natakot kami lahat. Bumaba, naglundagan sa tangke. Ako lang naiwan doon sa taas ng tangke kasi akala nila matapang ako Hindi ako makalundag kasi 5 camera nakasabit sa katawan ko. Sabi, ang tapang naman ng photographer, hindi bumababa. Hindi, takot ako siyempre
Reyes also took the iconic picture of 2 nuns praying the rosary. Reyes recalled that he felt the power of prayer when he witnessed people pushing tanks with just their bare hands.
Ang utos ni General Tadyer, paandari na yung tangke. Sasagasaan na yung mga nasa harap, pati si Bok. Kaya ba namin pigilin ng kamay lang yung tangke? Hindi sumunod yung driver ng tangke. Hindi niya kaya sagasaan. Meron din akong kuha na yung mga kamay nakaganon sa tangke. Kaya ba namin yun? Oo. Siguro gawa rin ng prayer.
Mogato maintains news gathering may be different during EDSA 1, but over the years, journalists should still remain truthful, accurate, and fair.
Sana gawin lang yung trabaho natin ng tama, Yung magiging accurate sa ating pag-report, magiging parehas, At walang bias. Ang ating bias ay doon lamang sa katarungan at sa katotohanan. Kasi ako'y nalulungkot, Kasi may mga kasama tayong sa trabaho, hindi tapat sa kanilang mga tungkulin kasi nga sila pa yung nag-i-spread nung disinformation.
These journalists hope that what happened during the People Power Revolution was not in vain, and the next generation continue to remember its essence for many more years to come. For News 5, Faith Del Mundo, we are One News.
Let's now take a quick look at today's other top stories. The LTFRB says they are now studying proposals to increase fares including or in public utility jeepneys. This comes as prices of fuel continue to increase amid the tension among Russia, Ukraine, and other countries. Save Our Schools network denies that an encounter ensued between communist rebels and the military in Davao de Oro on Thursday. The supposed encounter claimed by the armed forces resulted in 5 deaths, including 2 volunteer teachers. The Communist Party of the Philippines says the military is, quote, twisting the truth to play into their narrative. And 69% of Filipinos believe that fake news is a serious issue, according to the latest social weather station survey. The poll also states that 51% find it very difficult to spot fake news on television, radio, or social media. For more updates, visit News 5, The Philippine Star, and Business World Online. Visit our website, onenews.ph, for more in-depth analysis. You can also catch One News on Signal Play app. Register for a free account now at www.signalplay.com and stream One News live anytime, anywhere. I'm Riza Diaz. Mask on, wash hands, and stay safe, Philippines. We are One News.